Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2018 with Blackburn Rovers. Today is going to be a very special episode. It is the Carabao Cup final, our second final in as many years. Could it be our second trophy in the cabinet? Literally, we've only won the FA Cup last season. That was it. Carabao Cup, could that be sat next to the FA Cup trophy in the Ewood Park trophy cabinet until the end of the season when we move off to Ronnie Clayton Park Stadium Arena, something like that. In between episodes, we have played just 2 games, and the first one was up against AS Monaco in the Champions League first knockout round at Ewood Park. It was a 1-1 draw. It wasn't a terrible result. We probably could have done a bit better. I think we actually were the better side on the day, but Tite, I don't know, scored on 42 minutes. Gustavo Ortuzzo scores just before the hour mark. 1-1 draw, we've let in a goal, so they do have an away goal for the second leg, but we've also scored, so we're pretty much going in all square-ish, roughly. Then up against Sunderland in the league. It was a comfortable 4-0 victory. Francisco Foster with 2 goals, Adam Fenton with a goal as well, and Gustavo Ortuzzo with a goal on the 32nd minute, which was this cracker. Now, it's very rare that I actually show you goals from games, but this one is something spectacular. So, as you can tell, we don't seem to really be in a particularly attacking position at the moment. So what happens? I think we pass it about a bit. It goes all the way back to the Sunderland keeper. So Fenton's running forward with a ball. Fenton gets tackled. Van der Kraan going to play it back to the keeper. Now this is something very, very special. Ortuzzo runs in. Ortuzzo just gets the ball kicked into him, and it makes it 4-0. That does mean in the league table we are sat top still. We are looking fairly comfortable. It's actually 7 points now between us and second place Chelsea. Chelsea do have a game in hand. Manchester United, Man City, Arsenal, everyone has a game in hand. So we're not actually playing until Sunday. Currently it's Friday night. We're going to go forward until the Friday and Saturday games have been played. Then we'll get to the Carabao Cup final. First match has been played, and I think Everton are probably too far gone now, particularly as they've just drawn 1-1 with bottom of the table Watford. Turns out as well, it is the 1st of March, which means we get some awards. So Gustavo Ortuzzo, 6 goals in 4 games throughout February, gets himself Player of the Month. Well done, good job. Who is Young Player of the Month? Boban Stevkovic and Nikola Popovic are 2nd and 3rd. Boris Stoop, great name, lovely name, enjoying it. Might try and... he's a striker, I don't need another striker. And I managed to pick up Top Boss Award, Manager of the Month for February. 4 games? Yeah, that is 4 games. That's how it works. And every single match, we scored 4 goals and only conceded 1. I think we had a good month. It's Saturday, and the fixtures that are going to be interesting to us. Manchester City, Arsenal, and Brighton versus Chelsea are 2 big games. Obviously, if Brighton can turn Chelsea over, that's going to be a massive, massive benefit to us. Arsenal, Man City... a 1-1 draw there, maybe that'll be helpful. It's Saturday evening and the 3 matches have taken place. Manchester City managing to beat Arsenal 1-0, Chelsea beating Brighton 1-0. So Chelsea have moved a little bit closer. It's still 4 points, there's still quite a big gap. We need to lose at least 1 game and draw a game. Chelsea need to not do that. I think that makes sense. Does it make it? Sure, we're winning the league currently by 4 points. Enough about the league. It is time for the Carabao Cup final. Now, what I was going to do originally with this episode was going to do the Manchester United game and then the Monaco game. Instead, we're just going to have the Carabao Cup final today. Maybe tomorrow, which I think is a Saturday if I've worked my days out properly. You might get Monaco, Palace or Southampton, Monaco or something like that. Our journey to the Carabao Cup final started off at Crystal Palace with a 2-1 victory. Nenad Kampar with the goal for us that started it all. Jaime Nunes equalised very soon after Kampar, but then Adam Fenton scores the winner in the 85th minute. That was the game that realistically, we weren't great, but we managed to scrape through, and that started this entire journey. Then, in the 4th round, a comfortable 2-0 victory against our rivals. They're not officially our rivals, but I feel like they should be our rivals. Boban Stevkovic and Francisco Foster with the goals, putting 2 past Huddersfield, knocking them out of the competition. Barnsley were up next in the quarterfinal, and we started to turn up the heat with a 5-1 victory. Gustavo Ortuzzo getting himself 4 goals in this game. Francisco Foster also scoring a goal for us. Barnsley's only goal comes from Ben Brereton on 36 minutes, getting us through to a semi-final against West Brom. And against West Brom, we kept that heat up. In the first leg, a 5-2 victory away from home at the Hawthorns. Paul Oakdina with a hat-trick, Gustavo Ortuzzo with a goal, Andres Gomez also with a goal in 87 minutes. Luis Miguel scores twice for West Brom, but as we all know from the last time we showed a Carabao Cup match in an episode, which was 2 episodes ago, something like that, we certainly did do the job in the second leg. Rodders, Oakdina, Fenton, Montoya, Lawson Nesbitt with an own goal, Nikola Popovic, Francisco Foster and Andres Gomez with the goals for us. Ibrahim Koulibaly scores a goal late on for West Brom, but it was an 8-1 victory, 13-3 on aggregate, setting up today's Carabao Cup final against Manchester United. Looking at Manchester United's journey to the final, they had some fairly simple games, and some of them they kind of struggled through. Bristol Rovers, just a 1-0 victory. Luke Barker with a goal. Wolves, 1-0 victory there as well. Giorgio Pastorino. And then a 3-2 victory against Chelsea after extra time. Kozumyakin, Afonso Sousa and Martin Carnell with the goals. Then up against Leeds in the semi-final. 4-0 in the first leg. Ivan Chuddy, Bishop and Carnell. In the second leg, they go down 2-0. But then, that obviously does set up this final against Blackburn Rovers. One thing that I want to have a look at is this. For the entirety of this save, we have played Manchester United 9 times. It is 9 times. They have won 4. We've drawn 2. We've won 3. So this will be the 10th meeting. But if you look, the most recent fixtures, they managed to beat us just back in January, a few months ago. But then we are undefeated in the last 4. A 5-3 victory, 2-2 draw, 4-3 victory, 2-1 victory. And then once you get to the 2028, 2027 and 2023 seasons, we weren't a very good team back then. So I think we might have the upper hand here. Also, out of interest, Carlo Ancelotti, who is the current Manchester United manager, I've personally played him 6 times. I say I have. Is that me in total? It doesn't matter because it's always going to be Blackburn. I don't think we ever played against Ancelotti as the Paul manager. But again, 6 games, 3 wins for us, 3 wins for Ancelotti. So that's fairly even as well. Here we go then, our second final in as many years. Wembley Stadium, 90,000 tickets sold out of a possible 90,000. Let's get a second trophy in our cabinet. The team at the moment kind of picks itself really. In goal is going to be Gil, Luiz Uricalo and Stevkovic are the back 3. Rodders and Tobias and the 2 fullbacks. Popovic and Montoya will be the central midfielders. Fenton, Foster and Ortuzzo will be our front 3. On the bench we do have 18 goal a season Paul Oakdina as well. Andres Gomez is also on the bench. And I've also stuck on Andrea Damjanov because I don't think he played in the FA Cup final. He might. Let's find out. Did he play in the FA Cup final? He did. He's an FA Cup final winner. He is a club legend, I think. Maybe. I want him to become an icon. I want them to build the Andrea Damjanov stand, or maybe even stadium in a few years' time. There's not really a huge amount I can say about the Manchester United side. Daz Phillips, the striker, he is an absolute animal. Kozumyakin on the right-hand side of their midfield he's very, very good. They're missing a few players. Robin Remy's not there, but I'm pretty sure this, I'm going to say Stephen Kempf, he's going to be pretty good. Let's find out, shall we? Yep, he's definitely very good. So's Glenn Verbeek. So yeah, I think we're in for a tough game, but I think we've got the right tools to do the job. Here they go, being led out by their managers. Me in my blue suit. Ancelotti, who seems to be wearing a tracksuit. Although Ancelotti must be like 80 years old now. Anyway, doesn't matter. The game kicks off. 1 minute on the clock and we've already got a highlight. Kozumyakin doesn't win the header. Bell in the middle. Pastorino for Manchester United tries to go through the middle. Gets tackled by Popovic. And Ortuzzo, the Brazilian on the right-hand side. He's got one in the box if he can find him. He crosses in. Foster is there at the back post. 1 minute, 38 seconds on the clock. The American and the Brazilian combining, making it 1-0 to Blackburn. We are already starting to carve our name on that trophy. Probably a bit optimistic to start carving our name on it after a minute, but we are 1-0 to the good. Tobias gets the ball. Little ball over the top for Foster, the goal scorer. He's going to run in on goal. Is he going to make it 2? He hits it just wide. 7.5 minutes on the clock. We are looking good so far. Tobias with the throw. 17 minutes on the clock. Kempf gets it clear only as far as big bad Boban Stevkovic. Dennis Montoya. Back to Stevkovic. Tobias, the Swedish international, crosses in. Ortuzzo's there. Header just over the bar. We need to make this little period of pressure pay. We are all over them at the moment, but we've only got that 1 goal so far. We've made it to half-time, 1-0 to the good. The American Francisco Foster with the goal. But we probably should be 2-0 up. I'm thinking I'm going to do a substitution, depending on how well he's playing. Right, he's on a 6.6. Fenton is going to be coming off around the 60-minute mark if he's still on that sort of point score. Francisco Foster has taken a knock, indicating that he wants to come off. That's not great. He's looking exhausted because he's injured. Right, we're just before 60 minutes. Right, Foster is going to come off for Paul Oakdina. Andrea Damyanov is also going to come on for Fenton. I want to bring off Tobiasen because Tobiasen is booked and he does like to throw himself into tackles. But let's hold on to about 75-80 minutes. 75 minutes on the clock. Donnarumma's goal kick for Manchester United over the halfway line. Phillips wins the header back to Verbeek. Verbeek, this is going to be Manchester United's first chance, really. Carnell gets the ball, plays it back to Gomez. Or Games, not sure. What a tackle that was. That was a little bit dodgy. Oakdina, the ginger wizard. Little back flick to Damyanov. Damyanov's got Ortuzzo in the centre. Ortuzzo tries to find Montoya. Dennis Montoya forced a wonderful save out of Donnarumma. It's not cleared. Tobiasen is going to settle for a throw-on instead. And that will be the last time we see Tobiasen. Basayuni is going to come on. That was an absolute ridiculous save from Donnarumma. It should be 2-0. 9 minutes of normal time to play. Popovic can clear it upfield to Oakdina on the halfway line. Andrea Damyanov, he's got Ortuzzo through into the area. Gustavo Ortuzzo, he's rattled the bar and it has been cleared. It should be way more than 1-0 at the moment. 4 minutes of normal time to play. Kozum-Yakim's free kick is in but cleared by Urukalo. Ortuzzo kicks it into a Manchester United player but Montoya gets it. Oakdina across to the Egyptian Basayuni. Weird first time pass. Damyanov's into the area. Damyanov passes it to Oakdina. Why were you not greedy? And Oakdina's effort was not very good. Damyanov free kick. Stevkovic is there. Cleared by Carnell. Kozum-Yakin now can run clear for Manchester United. Verbeek in the centre circle. It is 2-on-3. It's actually probably about 7-on-4 now. Kozum-Yakin crosses it in. Urukalo clears. Dennis Montoya lumps it upfield. Ortuzzo's not going to go for it. Gimusis? Sure. Kempf. Stephen Kempf to Glenn Verbeek. Daz Phillips. Phillips tries to play it through, but Basuni cuts it out. Not a great clearance. It's coming back at us. Basuni cuts it out once again, though. Damyanov now. The break could be on for Blackburn. Paul Oakdina spins. Plays it through. Doesn't manage to find his man. Montoya does get it, though. Rodders on the right-hand side. First time we've seen him all game. Ortuzzo's at the back, and Ortuzzo has smashed it into the side netting. It is all kicking off in the last few minutes of this game, and I'm really worried. Verbeek gets the ball in the centre circle, plays it out. Carnell is going to get the chance to cross it in. He does cross it in. Gill flaps at it. Gill, what are you doing? Gill's just flapped at it, dropped it at the feet of Daz Phillips, who's put it in the back of the net on the 89th minute. We're going to go into extra time. Full time then, it is 1-1, so extra time is going to happen, and Gill has had nothing to do all game, and the one time he's called upon, he ballses it up for everyone and potentially costs us the Carabao Cup. Now, I think we get an extra substitution. I hope. I'm going to try it. Torres is going to come on for Dennis Montoya. They're allowing me to do it. Right, so we do get an extra substitution in extra time. But we've used all of our subs now, so let's hope no one gets injured. 93 minutes, Damyanov's free kick is into the area. Big bad Boban Stevkovic has got the ball. He's forced to save. Oakdina's there. Paul Oakdina has put it in the back of the net. I don't really know what happened. Stevkovic did this weird slide. The keeper saved it. Stevkovic got up, but the keeper didn't. And then Paul Oakdina somehow manages to put it in the back of the net. Stevkovic's effort, great save from Donnarumma. Stevkovic across to Oakdina. Great play by the central defender to find Paul Oakdina. We are back in front. 100 minutes now on the clock. Torres, Oakdina the goal scorer. Torres again, out to Nikola Popovic, edge of the area. Tries to find Ortuzzo. Rodders has a go. Rodders blasts it over the bar. Manchester United have a chance now. Ruben Diaz is there. It's cleared. Ortuzzo, the counter-attack is on. It's 3-on-2. It's actually way more than 3-on-2. Oakdina's going to get Ortuzzo's ball. It wasn't a great pass. Plenty of options in the box. Crossed in. Ruben Diaz clears. Kozum-Yakin, absolutely shattered. Daz Phillips, the goal scorer for Manchester United now, is running back towards our defence. Ellis gets tackled by Popovic, but Carnell is there, and Gill cannot save it. Martin Carnell has made it 2-2. 102 minutes on the clock. We should have put this game to bed in the first half. We are just going to throw this away, aren't we? Half time of extra time. We can't do anything. We literally just have to carry on going. It's 2-2. 15 minutes left. and then a potential penalty shootout with Gill in goal. Now, our penalty saving expert is Velez. Why am I not playing Velez? Kozim Yakin has gone off injured. They've used all of their subs, so they are down to 10 men, but it looks like we're probably down to 10 men as well. Someone's getting sent off, yet Popovic is getting sent off for his second yellow card. There's a minute left. Damianov's going to have to drop in. We're going to go to a penalty shootout. Oh, I am not liking the look of this. It's going to be a penalty shootout. 10 men Manchester United against 10 men Blackburn. Unless something comes of this attack. Oakdina's running into the area. Plays it across. It's gone all the way through. Chuddy can get it clear. Daz Phillips wins the head, but it's going to get collected by Gill, who, for some reason, kicked it first time. Basuni to Torres. Torres, ball forward. Rubbish effort from Torres. Verbeek, the Dutch central midfielder now. Kempf, Ellis, Daz Phillips, the England international on the halfway line. Still got plenty of running in him by the looks of it. It's full time. It's gone to full time. We have a penalty shootout. Oh my word. We've got some awful penalty takers. Awful penalty takers. Right, Damianov, Oakdina, Urukalo, Luis, Torres. Let's go. Let's go. I'm so nervous. Andrea Damianov, do it for me. Do it for me, Andy. Go on, Andy. Where are you going to put it? Steps up first. In front of the Manchester United fans. Blasts it into the top of the net. We are 1-0 to the good. Verbeek for Manchester United. Come on, Gill. Do it. Do it for me. I don't know why you do it for me, but you did do it for me, Gill. That's the best thing you've done all game. So we've got the ABBA format, so Daz Phillips is up now for Manchester United as well. Do it again, Gill. Do it again! Gill doesn't manage to do it this time. Daz Phillips makes it 1-1. The Ginger Wizard steps up. Paul Oakdina scored the goal in extra time. Has a go into the bottom corner. Not a great penalty, but it still counts. The Serbian wonder kid, Ivan Urukalo. Where is he going to go? I can see him missing it. Urukalo, calm as you like, into the back of the net. 3-1 to the good so far. Ruben Diaz now for Manchester United. The central defender who came on, I think he came on the 90th minute. Has a go. He's hit the post. It's 3-1. He's hit the post. Manchester United have another effort. If they miss, we win. It is going to be Garmez or Games, or I'm going to call him Garmez. I feel like Garmez is probably the right way of putting it. Come on, Gill. Be the hero. Be the hero, Gill. Be the hero. Garmez steps up to take it. Gill is the hero. Gill is... he's not the hero at all. He caused this problem, but we've done it. 2 trophies. We've done it. Gill is celebrating there, along with Velez. I feel like Velez is a bit annoyed that he's not the one there, because he probably would have saved as many penalties. But a 3-1 penalty shootout victory. We did the business. We should have put that game to bed long ago, before we got to injury time, before we got to extra time, before we got anywhere close to penalties. But thankfully, Gill, who finished the game on a 6.1, somehow saves the day. Passionately, I'm happy with your performance. Enjoy your success. I want to shout at Gill, but I feel like it's probably a bad thing to do. Blackburn lift the Carabao Cup. There it is. There's the news. We've done the double. What have we done the double about? Carabao Cup and Community Shield. Apparently that's a double. Sure, whatever. We've done the double. The fans are praising me. First time we've won the Carabao Cup since 2002. So 29 years ago was the last time we won the Carabao Cup. That is another little bit of... it's not really a record, but a bit of history rewritten there for Blackburn Rovers. And with that, we've qualified for the Europa League. I feel like that's not what we're aiming for. Now, I feel like this is going to come back and bite me in the ass, but we are on target to complete a quadruple. We are currently winning the Premier League with 4 points clear of second place Chelsea. We are in the Champions League first knockout round second leg, so we could potentially get past Monaco as well. We've got the Carabao Cup in our trophy, next to the Community Shield, and next to last season's FA Cup as well. So, yeah, Premier League is the next one we're really aiming for, isn't it? Hopefully we can get that wrapped up fairly quickly. I doubt it. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Football Manager 2018 with Blackburn Rovers. If you did enjoy, if you wouldn't mind leaving a like, if you want to see more, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you next time for possibly the Southampton game. It will be the Monaco game. I'm not quite sure what else.